It's Hey, what's good, fam? We're doing it again. Power Slap 20. Excuse me. Power Slap 20, May 15th is going down. We got some hot persona in the building. You feel me? Introduce yourself and tell them who you're going up against.
It's your boy Kid Labu back at it again. My first debut, May 15th, and I'm going against Carson Lee from my same combine.
Very cool. Yeah, that's right. So you guys met, and little did you know you would actually meet on the stage.
Crazy, man. Fate works in mysterious ways.
It really does, man. And dude, we had our interview, right?
Yeah.
And to give you some like behind the scenes, so we use a software for the podcast.
Yeah.
And then based on the conversation, it'll spit out a bunch of clips, kind of rate them, it just gives you those short clips that then link up to the full interview, right? Like on YouTube or whatever. And dude, typically 4 or 5, you know what I mean? Like, good conversations, and the software finds 4 or 5 spots. So it's like, okay, this was a good clip. Let's put it out there. Brother, with you, I don't even know how many I put out on Instagram, but I made a commitment at the beginning of the year because I used to hold back because I thought, oh, is it too much? Or, I don't know. You're just in your own head. It doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. But I'm glad I did, because at the beginning of the year, I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
However many clips I have, I'm going to put it all out there. Dude, I just put it all out there. And with yours, it was incredible to see because it was just so open. It was so honest. You weren't scared of shit. You were holding anything back. And we put it all out there. And brother, the feedback has been incredible.
Yeah.
And you deserve everything you've got right now.
I appreciate that. A lot of people from the combine has been coming up to me and they've been telling me, hey, I saw your podcast at Joe, and I'm really excited to see you perform. And I'm like, your platform helped me grow. A lot of other platforms helped me grow. So just doing it in person and getting an opportunity to talk about my story, means a lot to me because, I have a pretty rough past, but you can't let your past decide your future.
Nah, no, I mean, uh, it doesn't dictate the ultimate person you become.
Exactly.
And what I loved about it too is in real time, you're showing that, right? Like, this life is so short. Do you know what I mean? But it also is kind of long. It's this weird yin and yang,
Yeah.
And you're proving that, no, the story is not written yet. We're still writing chapters.
Yeah.
And the end's not going to come until the end comes. And until then, fuck that noise. I'm Kid Lava, motherfucker.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. People don't know. You get too close, you get burnt.
Yeah, 100%. So speaking of, is there any footage on Carson at all? I gotta be honest, I haven't Googled it or anything like that.
He's not active online at all whatsoever. His latest post is from 2018, I think.
Yeah. So how do you prep for that?
I saw him over there earlier when we were doing paperwork. I really just size people up at this point. That's about all you can really do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna show in the ring who's been training and who hasn't. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to in power slap. Because some guys roll up their couch and they get in here and knock somebody out. Other guys train for months, and they still don't get a knockout. And it might come down to a dogfight, but I'm ready. He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper.
Well, it's crazy, right? Like you just, dude, the sport's so funny, dude, in the best ways, because like you just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like you can have that guy that trains on, and then he finds out, well, the training went really well.
Yeah.
Turns out I don't have a chin.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if it was you and I that were talking about this, but either way, I'm going to bring it up again. Is in this game specifically in Power Slap, it's not if you can do it for years. It's not if you can have this like long tenure. It's how many matches can you take? You know what I mean? Your chin tells you when you're done. And it's incredible because it really shows the bravery of a person, the courage of a person to still get up there and do that. And look, in your case, we already have an idea,
All or nothing.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. And with Carson, I guess we'll just find out. Yeah.
That's the fun part about it. You got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And I'm a very wild card type of guy. So you're going to see something wild on May 15th. Let's say that.
Dude, I love it. And the coin toss, remind me, did you win?
I won that coin toss. Yeah.
Okay. So we may not see a lot of Carson.
We may not, we may do, all this up to fate. I feel pretty confident in my slap, and I'm going to keep training with the OGs. We got a lot of OGs here at this combine and a lot of new faces like myself. But I'm ready to put on a show and show the fans, not just the power slap fans, but I want to show the MMA fans and the wrestling fans that power slap is for everybody.
Yeah, nice. And I hope to talk to Carson. He knows we're here. You know what I mean, doing the thing, and so hopefully we'll get to for me, it's just kind of gauging like personality,
Yeah.
like I don't know if he's a quiet guy. I don't know if he's kind of a spaz like me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So hopefully he comes up and we get his side of it. But until then, I
Mhm.
mean, look, you've been active on social media,
Yeah.
not just on one handle. We talked about that in
Yeah.
the interview. I was like, dude, I think someone's impersonating you. Get on this or whatever. And it turns out, no, you're handling like four
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
handles. So, I mean, you're active that way. You're putting in the work. You've got to feel nothing but confidence at this point.
I mean, it's a job at the end of the day, results are gonna speak. Closed mouth won't get fed, but if you talk and you make your voice heard and they see that, you get that knockout, you're gonna keep getting fed. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
And we remind me your coach's name, I forgot, but we talked about this a little bit, how that mic part of it all is
Mhm.
so important.
So I train at Devon Douglas School, Devon Academy.
Doubly.
My head coach is Devon Douglas, of course, from Team 3D, two-time Hall of Famer. But the strength and conditioning coach is Apache Dan Carr. Apache Dan Carr is the original creator of American Gladiator, which is how I got the American Gladiator Spartacus title. He
Holy
dubbed me
shit, I
that.
don't think you told me that before.
Yeah,
That's the
he
dude
dubbed
with
me.
the documentary and all
Yeah,
that shit on
yeah,
Netflix?
yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh, man, okay, keep doing the thing, and I got a question for that, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so, that's why I go with the gladiator gimmick, I'm gonna debut my nice gimmick at the weigh-ins just so everybody knows. But, it resonated with me, I embodied the spirit of Spartacus. My whole life I felt like I've been trapped, and now it's time for me to break those chains and just go crazy,
yeah,
show the world who I really am and bring the heat, bring the pain.
and you're coming out to a song you wrote.
Yeah, that's the goal. They were giving me a hard time. They said that they were pretty strict with song choices, but I say, "Hey, look, licensing, everything's in my name. No curse words. It's just straight me." So I gave them a few of my songs and some other songs, but if I don't walk out to my song, I would be highly disappointed.
Yeah, they could, I mean, I guess they could, but the likelihood of them just pulling out from you under the rug doesn't feel like that's happened. I don't feel
No,
like that's gonna happen, man. Like,
no.
it'd be pretty dirty if they did it that way.
Yeah, it would be. But
Yeah.
we think about positive stuff.
Yeah, yeah. No, fair. I
Yeah.
like that. So, dude, I have to ask. So, the guy, one of your coaches is the guy that created American Gladiators.
Original creator, yes.
Have you heard any story? I mean, I know they had the documentary out, but bro, I got to ask because when I was a kid, that's when
Yeah.
that shit was going
Yeah.
down. And so, any stories from American Gladiator from your coach?
He tells me almost every day, he carries a book with him that he wrote.
Oh, so he
'Cause
wants to talk about it.
someone originally, like, stole the idea for him, which is why he's not on the credits for it. But,
Okay.
I don't wanna get too much in detail, people could do their research on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But, he definitely, created it, and
Wow.
sometimes things don't go your way, that's why you gotta know who you do business with.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm his last gladiator that he created means a lot to me, and
Mm,
coming into this, as a professional athlete now, this is like generational run, I'm
yeah.
feeling right now. It's my
Yeah.
birthday as well today.
Yeah, that is.
So,
Shout out, man. It's this boy's birthday.
yeah, man, it's a lot going on.
Little Taurus, what's up,
Yeah.
baby?
We're stubborn,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
we gotta get to it.
We know we're right.
Yeah.
Just listen to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love that, man. Especially because wifey, she's really into that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, she's a proud Capricorn, and she likes all. She'll like pull cards here and there for
Okay,
fun.
Terry.
Yeah, yeah, and just kind of like, or maybe that's a different perspective. When we were in Vegas last time, we had like a fun tarot card reading or whatever.
Mhm.
And that's when I told the girl, I was like, she goes, "Oh, you're an early Taurus too." And I said, "Yeah, I know I'm right. Just let me do my thing."
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
honestly, even if we're wrong, we're right.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't like to admit we're learning and evolving, but we do.
We
We
always
do.
evolve.
We always do. That's why we're still around. Man. That's why you see us as presidents, filmmakers, entrepreneurs, because the humility's there. We just don't like to show it all
Yeah.
the time.
The only way you're in your room, you show it.
That's good, man. So, all right, let's do the standard questions. How's your weight? How do you feel? You talked about Carson studying him, and then confidence going into it.
My weight, I'm already made weight. I do bodybuilding, so it's not
Yeah,
hard for me to control my weight.
that's not a fear thing for you.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
Some people they gotta lose like 15 pounds fight week, and all in. That's crazy.
I can
But
imagine.
yeah, I'm good on that. Going into the fight, I feel confident. Like I said, results are gonna speak when we step in, and I hope he got a good chin because he's gonna need it when that first hit. I'm just saying.
I love it when you smile, man. It's like, there's some darkness in this pool, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Ugh.
turn the switch on because right now I'm live. I'm simmering. I'm very calm. But when I let off when the explodes, oh, you better be ready because It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot.
I love it, man. So it's your birthday week.
Yeah,
Is there any part of you like you don't want to be distracted, obviously,
yeah.
but when it's all said and done, are we going out on the town? I mean, we're in Las Vegas, or do you want to celebrate knowing job is done and kind of stick to yourself a little bit?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I pretty much already celebrated my
Okay,
birthday. I
yeah.
went to Rolling Loud, right before I
Oh,
got up and
hell
running,
yeah.
so that was like a birthday gift to myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a great time. I went, Friday, Saturday, got to meet some great people. One of my bucket list things to do, and I got to check that off. So I feel like, get this W is like another ace on the cake, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's cool. Are you into the EDC scene at all? Much?
There, I like more like the smaller ones to be honest.
Yeah.
EDC is kind of a larger venue. I like to talk to people, when there's too many people, it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Wifey and I love live music. Like
Yeah.
we hit up all the concerts and like the festivals, stuff like that. We haven't hit up Coachella and we haven't hit up EDC. And I'll be honest with you, man, kind of scares the shit out of me, man,
It's a
because you don't
lot.
know what's in my drink or some shit.
I went
Like,
twice.
like people go there to be free of everything. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a similar
I
experience?
went to it twice and it's pretty intense. And if you're
Right?
not on their time, it's like you're on a different spectrum, you know?
Yeah. Like you forget time for a couple of
Yeah.
days.
It's like going to an anime convention. You go there to forget about the rest of the world.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I'm
that's
more of an
fair.
anime convention
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. What
There's
do they
still dancing there, you know what I mean?
do they really?
Yeah, they have raves.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so it's like more
So it's not
social.
just the anime art, they bring music and
Yeah.
shit and oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
nighttime
didn't
turns
know
into
that.
like a club, yeah.
Do they where do they usually hold those
All
conventions?
over the country,
Okay, it's not like Comic-Con's always in LA
No,
or
no,
whatever.
it's
Yeah,
yeah, they have a lot in Florida, a lot in Texas, a lot in, like, California.
yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, you should
I
make
didn't
it.
know, I've learned actually because of Power Slap, I've learned more about anime than I ever had.
Really?
Do they actually have characters they like from a baby and you can watch them grow up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's commitment right there,
Yeah,
man.
One
But
Piece.
it shows how, especially if you were like the same age as a character,
Yes.
you literally grow with them. So
Yep.
I can see how it becomes very attached. Yeah.
Became best friends with my favorite voice actor. Voice actor of
Actually,
Rock Lee, Brian, Donovan.
yeah.
Yeah, I met him at a con last 2 years ago, MegaCon, and I got to walk on my hands, and that's how I learned how to walk on my hands from the character Rock Lee.
Dude, yeah.
And I showed him, he's like, "I've never seen anyone do that in my life." And then he said, "You're the embodiment of this character." And
Bro.
he gave me his number, called me back, and I was like, "Wow, you made my childhood."
Yeah, absolutely. Dude,
Like, I
talk about that's not even a full circle moment because you're boys with them. That's just a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, like, a real heartfelt moment. He gave me a big hug, and he, like, looked at me, he was like, "Yo, like, like, you're really him, like, you show people not to give up." Because Rock Lee was never talented. His thing was he had a guy in his group that was just a talented genius, right?
Yeah.
But a talented genius that doesn't try hard will never beat a disciplined person that always works hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe that.
Discipline will always beat talent. Right.
Because it's funny, so I grew up playing basketball and stuff. And then once I discovered weights, that was the end of that. You know what I mean? Just stayed in the gym. But growing up, um, I had got a front row ticket to a Jazz game.
Yeah.
Never had one since. Never had one before that moment. But I was a little bit older. I was like 16, 17. Anyway, it was weird because when you're that close to those crazy athletes, right? It really dawned on me, oh, what separates Brandon Roy? It's an old guy that was kicking some ass in the league. He eventually had bad knees and he had to bounce. But what separates the superstar from all these other guys riding the bench literally is the effort.
Yep.
Like all these guys could smoke anybody in the arena at basketball, but because this guy puts in the extra hour, he's the star. And that's what makes I feel like there's a lot of Kobe Bryants out there. I really do. I really feel like there's a lot of LeBrons out there. But Kobe showed up 2 hours before practice, running sprints, sweating like crazy, and stayed after practice 2 hours and got 5,000 more shots up. And the fact he was talented was kind of like icing on the cake. But it's like to what you're saying, talent doesn't mean shit if you're not putting in the work every single day. And you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, a lot of people my regular workout is a lot of people's whole workout for the week.
Yeah. Well, you
You know
said
what
it
I mean?
yourself. Most people can do your day
No,
4 to 5 hours sleep, wake up, repeat.
if that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's pretty crazy, but we get it done, and that's why we here right now, Power Slap.
Yeah, well, I love it, dude. And it is going down.
Yep.
May 15th, Power Slap 20. Got Carson Lee. It's happening. Brother, thank you for coming
Oh,
on. I
thank you for having
appreciate
me.
you. Yeah, absolutely. Follow this man, DM this man, comment on this man, let him know that you're showing him some love. And everybody tune in live free on YouTube. Let's go.
Ah.